Are you denying that none of your members are involved in the seedier, the more violent side of extremist and militant Islamist behaviour?
Well, I mean, you can use pejorative as much as you want, but ultimately we always say that we live in Britain under a covenant of security. We do not target the life and the wealth of the people with whom we live, and in return our life and wealth is protected.
But you recognise the right of the United Kingdom to try and preserve the freedom that it cherishes, doesn't it, by protecting itself against the people who would fight against it?
But ultimately, I mean, if you believe, give unto Caesar what is Caesar's and give unto God what is God's, what is wrong with me trying to say that Caesar should be a Muslim implementing the Sharia? You know,
only if you're saying those things, but if your members are involved in other than just saying those things, i.e. violently campaigning for them, then that is completely different.
But they're not doing that. We've never ever said that.
So you deny any terrorism connection whatsoever.
I challenge anyone to authentically prove that any of our members have been involved in any violent activities or promoting violent activities, or indeed asking anyone to carry out any kind of military operation.
I just wonder why you won't condemn it when your own leader, Omar Bakri, said quite simply, I condemn the killing of innocent people on the 20th of July. Why won't you say what he said?
No, at the end of the day, innocent people, when we say innocent people, we mean Muslims. As far as non-Muslims are concerned, they have not accepted Islam. As far as we're concerned, that is a crime against God.
I want to be clear about what you're saying. This is very important. You're saying that only Muslims can count as innocent people.
As far as Muslims are concerned, you're innocent if you are a Muslim, then you're innocent in the eyes of God. If you are non-Muslim, then you're guilty of not believing in God. Yes, there were many victims.
You're guilty. Are you seriously suggesting that everybody on those tube trains and on that bus in London on July the 7th was in some way a legitimate target?
You don't allow me to answer the question fully, Stephen. You're never going to get to the bottom of it. Let me begin by saying, as a Muslim, you must have allegiance where the Sharia says that you have allegiance. You must hate and love for the sake of Allah. You must praise and dispraise for what the Sharia says, you praise and dispraise. So as a Muslim, I must support my Muslim brothers and sisters, wherever they are in the world. I must have allegiance with them. I must cooperate with them. I must love them. And similarly, on the other hand, I must have hatred towards everything which is non-Islam.
Anjem Choudary is the public face of Islamic extremism in Britain. His group, Al-Muwajirun, disbanded before the British government could outlaw it under its new anti-terrorism rules. But that hasn't shut Choudary up.
Whoever insults Islam or insults the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam deserves capital punishment.
That was Chowdary's inflammatory rhetoric just days after Pope Benedict's controversial speech about Islam.
Pope Benedict, you will pay! Pope Benedict, you will pay! The Mujahideen are on their way! The Mujahideen are on their way!
I challenge anyone to authentically prove that any of our members have been involved in any violent activities or promoting violent activities, or indeed asking anyone to carry out any kind of military operation.